Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the whole flock of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, nations. Gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. The Most High, the Heavenly Father. His Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahai, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah. It's Yahweh. And his only God's son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah, not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshua, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shah. So gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rekah Quarash. Give honors to the apostles and elder bishops and elders of great millstone who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all the Israel, whether accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all our Christian is truth, I'm believing is true. Throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the outboth who are listening, learning. If you sister are listening, coming to another lesson of truth, facts, faith, and notification, a day notification. Lord wisdom be edifying. So I title this lesson, the world is about to witness who the God of the Bible really is, the King of terrors. Lord wisdom be edifying. And it's crazy because every time I go on this Blue Letter Bible out, you always see they show the number of people that's been using this. It say active users right now, 11,355 on the Blue Letter Bible. This is beautiful because this was discovered by Apostle Tahar. Kala Yahba Shai. So I was just thinking about this. You know, we done saw all these different movies. Hey, Shalom Mark Yahba Shai Brakatah. Shalom to the Akimat while tuning in Yahba Shai Brakatah. All these different movies that these Edomites been putting out over the years. Movies like what's this movie is? Goodbye Uncle Tom, which is like you gotta have a real stomach to watch that movie. Goodbye Uncle Tom. Uh, the movie Amistad. They show you in the movie Amistad how Jake was getting thrown overboard, or even some Jakes just threw themselves overboard, like the one chick and her baby. In these movies, the Lord keeping so the Lord had these Edomites to make these movies. We see these movies, and it keep you in remembrance of what happened to us. And you got some Jakes that just like shoved it away. But the Lord constantly had these Edomites to make these movies to keep us in remembrance of what happened to us. Even being dumbed down by Christianity, you still got these movies. And these Edomites make these movies. They some proud, arrogant bastards. Because they make these movies. But it's the Lord that have them to make these movies. And I just say this to brothers time and time again. I wonder what these Edomites think when they make these movies. Just like the new movie, the last one they made with Will Smith, what is called Emancipation. Which Emancipation Proclamation just means the transferring of slaves from the south to the north. And I'd be like, I wonder what these bastards think when they make these movies. Cause they don't know, man. Like they are being controlled by Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah to make these movies. And Yahweh Shah said in John 6:44, in the last days, he will raise up the remnant of Israel in the last days. But we have been in remembrance of these things through these movies. Everything is written down in the scriptures that tell you in Romans 15:4, the things that are written aforetime ago for our learning. So you like I mentioned, you got books like From Babylon to Timbuktu, right? It tell you how over a million of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, which is a black Jewish slaves, right? But it's talking about Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and a sprinkle of the northern kingdom during the time of Yahweh Shah. But you had some northern kingdom too that was there. But Judah, Benjamin, Levi running into the shores of Africa, right? Western part, northern part of Africa. From Babylon to Timbuktu is a secondhand book. It's something that you can grab just to bike up. But Yahweh Shah already said it in Luke 21. He said, when you shall see Jerusalem come past with armies. So then you can say, get the Babylon and Timbuktu book to back up what we say in Luke 21, right? Or you can go to Joel 3. The same way how we can get um this the Bible dictionary, right? The compact Bible dictionary, when they tell you that Ham, right, was a father of the dark races, not the Negroes, right? Well, that's secondary. Cause we can go to Exodus 11:7 when it said the Lord put a difference between the Egyptians and the Israelites. So then you gotta do your studies, go find out who the Egyptians is. Why would the Lord say he put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel? So the point I'm making, the Lord have kept us in remembrance of these things the whole time that we was in captivity. So now we get to look back and see the Lord had let these Edomites make movies so we could say, damn, that was us that had yokes on our neck. When you watch the movie Roots, the scriptures say that the enemy is going to put a yoke of iron on our neck, right? Well, we saw it, the so-called white man, the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah had the so-called white man to make a movie with a yoke of iron on Jake's neck. So when we did wake up to the truth and call out Yahweh Shema Shah for that. So when you did wake up to the truth and you read these scriptures as you watching the videos from the apostles, elder bishops and elders and brothers, and you say, damn, that's right here in Deuteronomy 28 and 48. So then you look at this movie, like these Edomites really did this, man. But that's the Lord. That was the Lord showing us. Let me get this. That was the Lord keeping us in remembrance. And Peter said, Peter said that I'm going to stir up your pure mind by way of remembrance. Your pure mind is to be pure, meaning you was never defiled. Before we was defiled, this is what we're going back to, Lord willing. Whoever the elect is, this is what they're going back to being purified, pure, not being contaminated, right? Now, I love to read this scripture in Job 36. Because when we had to play this out, like we had to live this. We had to live out captivity. We had to live out getting our rods cut, getting hung up with your hands tied behind your back, getting burnt alive, right? Oh, I was thinking about this at the plantation today. You know when they say these niggas sunk gifts one to another, right? In Revelation 11, they sold slaves, they split up families, they sunk gifts one to another. I can't wait to do this in the kingdom, man, righteously. And to tell you in Joel 3 that Judah and Israel shall sell your children to the Sabians. They sold us one, they gave gifts one to another, rejoicing over us, man. And tell you Revelation 11. Payback, man, as James Brown said, the big payback, man. The big payback, man. But the Lord, the whole time this was going on, the Lord kept us in remembrance. The Lord put the spirit on these Edomites to make these movies to keep your remembrance. And I mention it all the time because this slow-bellied nigga, Snoop, and this slow-bellied nigga, Steve Harvey, told me they tired of seeing slave movies. They made that quote some years ago. They tired of seeing these slave movies. But the Lord, he said he was going to keep us in remembrance of these things. Now, this is Job 36 and 5, and it reads, because I'm reading this because we had to live this out with the yokes on our neck because of the disobedience. We had to live this out and watching your woman or they showed you in the movie Birth of a Nation, right? They came and got Gabrielle Union because the Edomite had some friends over. They came and got her, and she was a box for the friends that came over to the master's house, right? And what the guy say when she came back? He said, Where your God at now, Nate? Well, that's part of the curses, man. So you had to watch your woman, your wife, get bashed out by the Edomite, and then come back into the hut with you, man. They did this. We had to live that out. You had to live out. They showed you in the movie Django. Jake getting ate up by dogs because Jake tried to run away, so they'll cut Jake's foot off or something. They showed you in the movie Birth of a Nation. They pried Jake mouth open with a damn funnel, right? Shove the funnel in your throat, chip the teeth out, and shove food down your throat, man. This really happened, man. And when you watch those movies, that shit make you want to cry, man. For real. Watching Birth of a Nation and watching Goodbye Uncle Tom and watching Amistad, them movies make you want to cry, man. For real. But we had to live that out. Like we had to live that. This is Job 36:5. Behold, God is mighty and despise not any. He is mighty in strength and wisdom. He preserved not the life of the wicked, but giveth right to the poor. He withdraw not his eye from the righteous, but with kings are they on the throne, which is Israel, the elect. That's why he told Peter them in Matthew, was that Matthew 19:27. Peter said, what shall we have? He said, in the regeneration, ye that follow me shall sit on thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. It said, it reads, yeah, he doeth establish them forever, and they are exalted, which is Israel. Now, verse 8 reads, Job 36:8. If they be bound in fetters and holden in cords of affliction. Fetters being iron, right? Yokes of iron. And if they be bound in fetters and be holden in cords of affliction. Now, this is talking about these bodies also being yoked, right, with fetters. Then he showeth them their work. What work? And their transgressions that they have exceeded. So we had to live it out first, right? The captivity. Before there was internet and TV, we had to live this out. Babies getting fed to gators. So these Edomites can make belts, boots, purses, and wallets. We had to live this out. Now we get to watch the movies and see to keep your ass in remembrance of this nigga is your enemy, man. Then he say, Job 36:9. Then let's read 8 again. If they be bound in fetters and be holden in cords of affliction, then he showeth them their work and their transgressions that they have exceeded. So we had to live out our transgressions. He opened also their ear to discipline and commanded that they return from iniquity. So the Lord showed us we had to live it out first through captivity. We got now we got to read about what happened to us in 70 AD. We got to read about it. But in this time, the Lord let these Edomites put 70 AD in the movie. He let these Edomites put what the conquistadors and Spaniards did to us in movies like 1492, The Conquest. They put it in movies, man. So this is keeping you in remembrance of what these Edomites don't know what's going on. They do not understand what the Lord has been doing all this time, man. And it's been keeping Israel in remembrance of what these bastards did to us, man. I just want to read that because the Lord, we had to live out the punishment. Now we get to see. Now in this time, they put it in movies. They put it in movies. Now this is Exodus 15:3. And it reads, Yahweh is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Right? Now I tell you what these devils did. This is Zechariah. The Lord is a man of war. And as Esau is, the so-called white man, he's a man of war. They live by the sword. So the Lord got that spirit in the so-called white man to live by the sword. and the original man of war is Yahweh, how you think he's going to act or react when the Lord said that Israel is the apple of his eye? You don't touch a man's wife. This is Zechariah 1 and 15. It reads, now it's lawful to have slaves, right? In the law, it's lawful to have servants, but you don't do your service any kind of way. Not if you are a person that with integrity and morals. You don't do your service any kind of way. Them your servants, right? This is Zechariah 1 and 15. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. So that means they went overboard. Let me get this in let's see what the translations say. So this is NIV. And I am very angry with the nations that feel secure. I was only a little angry, but they went too far with the punishment. See, they went too far with the punishment, man. They went overboard with their punishment. What they did to us, that was not a part of the standard, man. But they did it. So now the Lord is being justified and when he going and what he going to do to these heathen nations, starting when Esau Edom, the so-called white man. They went overboard. This is Isaiah 47 and 6. It reads, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient has thy very heavenly laid thy yoke, right? Laid their yoke. And I actually got a candy camp one time. I said, what nation of people put yokes of iron on a nation of people? And though he didn't want to say it, the Lord had him to say it. And it was the so-called white man that put yokes of iron on our neck, right? Let's get this. It said, he has very heavily laid his yoke. Deuteronomy 28:40, therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness. That's 3. And in the want of all things. That's transportation, housing, work, schooling. We had to go to the so-called white man for everything, and we still have to. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. And they destroyed us mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, right? And also physically. That's why I say he shall wear out the saints. Now, the Lord has put us in remembrance of these things, man. Before we came into this knowledge, we was living out, seeing, watching movies. Then when you came into the truth, you gotta, as the apostle always say, rewatch the movies that you watched when you was in the world. Like Cloud Atlas. That movie is very heavy, man. Very heavy. What's the other movie? Old Guard. The movie Old Guard. They show you how Jake come back. Oh, the new movie. What's the movie? Is it Mark Wahlberg? What's the movie? The last one he did, Infinity, or whatever the name of it is. When he came back in reincarnation, and the one Jake in the movie said, "I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of keep coming back over and over doing the same shit." What's the name of the movie? The last one he made when he was driving the car. He had put the piece. He put it inside his body. I forgot the name of the movie now, but it just came out last year, I think it was. But the one Jake, what's the Jake play in? He played in the movie when he was a slave. What's the movie? When his best friend got him drunk, he woke up chained up. Something Norton, his name was in the movie, but he played in the movie with Mark Wahlberg. But he was saying in the movie, I'm tired of keep coming back doing this same shit over and over. Anyway, the Lord keeping us in remembrance, man, of reincarnation is in the Bible. They show you in the movies. Everything that's written in these scriptures, man, the Lord has had these so-called white people to put it in movies, man. And it just is so magnificent how the Lord is using these bastards to assure assure the remnant of Israel the Lord is in the midst, man. Because there was a time the Lord said he hid his face, and he tell you in Lamentations 3 that it was a time when our prayers did not pierce the clouds. But when you read in Sirach 35, it say now, because of the widow has been crying. As a matter of fact, let me read it. Let me just read it from my phone. Because I want to make these points. And then I'm gonna get these precepts dealing with these bastards, man. In Lamentations, just meditating on all the things that the Lord had written in the scriptures, man. This is Lamentations 3 in verse 4-4 reads, Thou hast covered thyself with a cloud, that our prayer should not pass through. Right? There was a time when our prayers then it wasn't going up. This is Ecclesiastes 35, which is a precept to that. It reads, Ecclesiastes 35:14. Verse 13, it reads, He will not accept any person against a poor man, but will hear the prayer of the oppressed. Right? When you read in Exodus 2:25, let me get that. Because I want to make these points. I got to make these points. So dealing with the prayers, right? These are all the things that the Lord has put us in remembrance of, and the Lord first showed us through movies, man. So this is Exodus 2:23. And it came to pass in the process of time. See, just like now, in the process of time. That's why you got to constantly pray to Yahweh Shema Shai to increase you with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Talking to the men, that they may continue to feed, that you may continue to feed the sheep with sound doctrine. You got to continue to pray to Yahweh Shema Shai for patience, because this thing is through a process of time, man. And me and the brother be talking about like the apostles when they came in at a young age. And now we see them, right? I repost a video all the time when they was in front of the Kingdom Hall tearing them two Jehovah Witnesses up, man. And they all had black hair, man. Now the apostles got that wisdom. You see it. Well, that was a time when they was young, man. And I'm sure they thought just how we thought. The minute you came into the truth, hey, the Yahweh Shah was finna come back, man. But then they got wiser, grew old in the truth, man. Growing old in the truth, man. So this might be a little run. It's a process of time. And it came to pass, Exodus 2:23, that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel sighed by the reason of the bondage. And they cried, and their cry came up unto God by reason of bondage. What we crying about now, man? The same thing. Just like in Egypt, 430 years, man, we crying about the bondage, subject to payments, as it said in Baruch 3:8. And God heard their groaning, and God remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob. And God looked upon the children of Israel, and God had respect unto them. So this is Ecclesiastes 35:13. He will not accept any person against a poor man, but will hear the prayer of the oppressed. Those that's oppressed, which are you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. It reads verse 14. He will not despise the supplication of the fatherless, nor the widow when she poureth out her complaint. We are the widows that's complaining continually. Do not the tears run down the widow's cheeks? And is not her cry against him that causes them to fall? And it's the so-called white man that's causing us to fall. Verse 16, he that serveth the Lord shall be accepted with favor. And the Lord show us that through our daily walk, man, your weekly walk. The Lord showing you that you are Lord willing, but the Lord shows us that we are being accepted, man, with favor. Because the Lord say Israel is the apple of his eye. He that serveth Yahweh Shema shall be accepted with favor, and his prayer shall reach unto the clouds. That was a time, I read Lamentations 3 and 44. That was a time when the Lord didn't hear our prayers. But now the Lord has revealed his face unto us. And now we get to hear the words, man. The Lord has revealed his face, and we get to hear his voice. Verse 17. The prayer of the humble pierceth the cloud. Remember it said Lamentations 3 and 44? Let me read again, if you don't remember. Lamentation 3 and 44, it reads, Thou hast covered thyself with a cloud that our prayer should not pass through. See? But now, Ecclesiasticus 35 and 17, the prayer of the humble pierceth the cloud, and until it come nigh, he would not be comforted, and will not depart till the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment. And this is what I'm finna go into, how the Lord did us, how the Lord did the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. He's finna do to these heathens, man. This is what we have been remembered. Our customs, our lineage, our heritage, our forefathers, and our inheritance, which is the land of Israel. Now, let's get this. Isaiah 19 and 19. Because what I just read right here, again, it's Exodus 2 and 23. And it came to pass in process of time that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel sighed by the reason of the bondage, and they cried, and their cry came up unto God by reason of the bondage. See, Isaiah 19 and 19, same thing. It reads, in that day shall there be an altar to the Lord in the midst of the land of Egypt. See, Exodus 2 is talking about ancient Egypt. This is talking about the modern day Egypt, which is Babylon the Great America. Look on back of your dollar. There's a pyramid on back of there. And you got the all-seeing eye, which is the eye of Horus on back of there. Why is there a pyramid on back of the dollar with an all-seeing eye on there? See, now the eye represents Big Brother. He watching. In that day shall there be an altar to Yahweh in the midst of the land of Egypt, and a pillar at the border thereof to the Lord. And it shall be for a sign and for a witness unto the Lord of hosts in the land of Egypt, for they what shall cry unto the Lord, just like it's in Exodus 2 and 23. Why? Because of the oppressors. And he shall send them a savior and a great one, and who? And he, Yah, shall deliver Hawashai them. And he, Yah, shall deliver Hawashai them. Now let's get this. In 2nd Ezra, this is 2nd Ezra 6 and 20. It reads, and when the world that shall begin and vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The books shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. They shall see all together, right? So the Lord said in Psalms, everybody gonna see all together, right? The prophecies unfolded. You see the Israelites standing up in great boldness. Everybody's seeing this. This is Psalms 50 and 21. They shall see all together, right? What are they going to see? the men standing in the highways and hedges. Psalms 50 and 21. It reads, this is what Esau did. Thou sittest, Psalms 50 and 20, thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thy slanderers, thy own mother's son. Right? This is Esau slandering Jacob. These things hast thou done, and I kept silent. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and do what, Lord? And set them in order before thine eyes. So it said in 2 6 and 20, the world shall see the all together and set them in order before thine eyes. And this was going on, man. The Lord is putting you, has put you in remembrance. Now this is let's go to let me get it here. Ecclesiasticus. This is Ecclesiasticus 36. I'm gonna start at 1. And it reads, have mercy upon us, O Lord, God of all, and behold us, and send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. Now, right here in Psalm 50 and 22 it reads, now consider this, ye that forget God, lest I tear you in pieces and there be none to deliver. Which is talking about Jake, right? But these heathens, they don't forgot about the God of the Bible, man, about the God of the Hebrew Israelites. Whoso offers praise glorifieth me, and to him that ordereth his conversation aright will I show the salvation of power. See, him that ordereth his conversation aright. So the Lord have set the remnant in order before the Edomites' eyes, and they shall see all together. So back here is Ecclesiastes 36 and 3. Lift up thy hand against the strange nations and let them see thy power. As thou wast sanctified in us before them, right? When you go back to Deuteronomy 4, when the Lord said, this is your wisdom in the sight of the nations, right? It reads again, as thou was, this is Ecclesiastes 36 and 4. As thou wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us, and let them know thee as we have known thee. How have we known the Lord? Let's get it. This is Amos 3 and 1. How have we known the Lord? Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. And it reads, hear this word that Yahweh have spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. So there are 18 families on the earth. The 12 tribes of Israel is one family. There are 17 other families. The heathens, the Lord don't have nothing to do with them. You only have I known all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. Right? Let's get one more. Psalms 147 and 19. It reads, he showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. It said, praise ye the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, for the heathen nations not to know the judgments of the Lord. See, this is beautiful because, hey, you got to take the good with the bad, right? When you read it, Exodus 24, it said, all that the Lord said we would do. So, going back to Ecclesiastes 36, it reads, Ecclesiastes 36 and 4, as thou wast sanctified in us before them. We came out of Egypt. What the Lord did to the Egyptians, that was the Lord being sanctified in us before them, man. And all the other nations heard about it. Rahab said, we heard about what y'all God did to the Egyptians, as thou was sanctified in us before them. So be thou magnified among them before us, and let them know thee as we have known thee. How? Through judgments. Psalms 89:14 reads, justice and judgment is the habitation of the Lord's throne. Okay? And let them know thee as we have known thee, that there is no God but only thou, O God. Listen, verse 6. Show new signs and make other strange wonders. There's a lot going on dealing with the signs of the time. There's a lot going on with the signs of the times. Show new signs and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand, which is Yahushua, and thy right arm, which is Yahushua, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. Now I want to deal with this, verse 6. Show new signs and make other strange wonders. When you go to Isaiah, this is Isaiah 42:9. It reads, behold, the former things are come to pass. And what? And new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. Let's get this one. This is Isaiah 46:9. Remember the former things of old? Yep, we do. The Lord has put us in remembrance of the flood, saving 8 souls. The Lord has put us in remembrance of Sodom and Gomorrah and other 3 cities, right? Being destroyed and how not to live. The Lord showed us a 70 AD, 586 BC with the Babylonians. I always say, remember the former things of old, for I am power, and there is none else. I am power, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Right? Back in Ecclesiastes 36. And it reads, verse 6, show new signs and make other strange wonders. Now let me get this in Habakkuk 2. I just thought about this one. Let's get this. Habakkuk 1:5. Because it says, show new signs and make other strange wonders. Habakkuk 1:5. Behold ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously. For I will work in your days which you will not believe, though it be told to you. It reads, Ecclesiastes 36:6. Show new signs and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. Raise up indignation and pour out wrath. Take away the adversary and destroy the enemy. Sake the time short. Remember the covenant and let them declare thy wonderful works. Let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire. And that's what's going to happen to these Edomites, the elites. Because the rest of the Edomites going to get, whoever don't die by famine and pestilence and these seditions among men, the missiles going to get them. But the elites get to well, what it seems to be, they're going to escape, right? They get to go into their bunkers. Let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire. See, they end goal is they're going to be on a bonfire. If you never had a bonfire before, go gather up some wood. Make sure it's some old, real good dry wood and watch it burn. That's going to be the Edomites after 1,000 years of hardcore slavery. These elites. Let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire, and let them perish that oppress the people. See? So the point I want to make in this lesson, it said in verse 4, as thou wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us, and let them know thee as we have known thee, that there is no power but only thou, O power. So when you go to Ezekiel 39, right? Let's read this. Because what Esau Edom has done is went too far. You went too far now. What Louis Rank said on what's his movie is? You went too far now, Biggs. Ezekiel 39. I can't. Shot the movie Shot Us. when he shot his girl when they was in the jacuzzi, he said, you went too far now. This is Ezekiel 39:17. And thou, son of man, thus saith Yahweh power, speak unto every feathered fowl, and to every beast of the field. Assemble yourselves and come, gather yourselves on every side to my sacrifice, that I do sacrifice for you, even a great sacrifice unto the mountains of Israel. Because, oh boy, it's going to be bodies everywhere, that ye may eat flesh and drink blood. This is the Lord said, he called them the fowls. Ye shall eat the flesh of the mighty and drink the blood of the princes of the earth. Who? The heathen nations. Because Israel ain't princes right now. We on the bottom. It tell you in Lamentation 4, we are known as earthen pitchers. It said of rams, of lambs, and of goats, of bullocks, all of them fatlings of Bashan. And ye shall eat fat till ye be full, and drink blood till ye be drunken of my sacrifice, which I have sacrificed for you. Where the sacrifice going to be at? I'm gonna come back to this. This is Isaiah 34. Man, the Lord calling the fowls, man. And I'm finna get these precepts, Lord willing. This is it say God's wrath against nations. Verse 1, Isaiah 34:1. Come near, ye nations, to hear and hearken, you people. Let the ear hear, and all that is therein the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations. And you can read that in Jeremiah 25, starting at verse 14 on down. And his fury upon all what? Who? Their armies. So-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, we don't got an army. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. Show you the Lord talking about those that's in power, starting with the so-called white man. He have utterly destroyed them, which is a future prophecy. See, this movie is already over. We just got to live it out and watch it play out. It's already done happened. That's what Yahweh said in Revelations, with the Revelations 3. Let no man take that crown. He said, hold that fast with thy hands, that no man take that crown. It said, he have utterly destroyed them. He had delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood from the missiles. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved. The host is the armies of these different nations. America's army, Russia's army, Iran's army, right? Israel's army, all the armies, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll from the mushroom clouds, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, as a fallen fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. Heaven is their rulership. And upon the people of my curse to judgment. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness. with the blood of lambs and goats. Did it just say this in Ezekiel 39? Yes, it did. Who he said? Idumea, which is another way to say Edomites, the so-called white people. For Yahweh have a sacrifice in Basra and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. That'll be a miracle, Babylon the Great. And the unicorns shall come down with them. What's the unicorns? The World Wide Web, the internet. And the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be what? Soaked. You see it? Soaked with blood, and the dust made fat with fatness. Why is it going to be soaked with blood? Numbers 35 and 33. They soaked America with the blood of the North American Indians, the Seminole Indians, and uh, the so-called Mexicans. So with Gad, Reuben, and Issachar, they soaked Babylon and Great America with the blood of our Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters, man. Now, let's go back to this. The sacrifice is America. There's great slaughter in the land, not with an S, in the land of Idumea. The elites control the world from America, man. That's why the UN is here. So back in Ezekiel 39 and 17, right? He said, ye shall eat the flesh of mighty and drink the blood of the princes of the earth, which is these Edomites. Who we talk about? The Dukes of Edom. Yeah. The Duke of Wales, the Duke of Luxembourg, the Duke of Denmark, Edomites, so-called white people. And ye shall, it's a, and drink the blood of the princes of the earth, of rams, of lambs, and of goats, of bullocks, all of them fatlings of Bashan. And ye shall eat fat till you be full, and drink blood till you be drunken of my sacrifice, which I have sacrificed for you. See, that's what's coming, right? Now here's the cold kicker. It says, this is verse 21, and I will set my glory. See what it say in Ecclesiastes 36? They said, uh, as thou was sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us. So this is the Lord finna magnify his power. How? Through his glory. And I will set my glory among the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed, and my hand that I have laid upon them. Who is them? The heathens. See? See, we have only known Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai through the judgments. This is what the heathens finna find out. So the house of Israel, verse 22, shall know that I am Yahweh, their God. That's what it says in Sirach 36. Let's read this again. Sirach 36. And 4. As thou was sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us, and let them know thee as we have known thee. That there is no God but only thou, O power. And this is what the Lord doing. Again, Ezekiel 39 and 21. And I will set my glory among the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed, and my hand that I have laid upon them. So the house of Israel shall know that I am Yahweh, their God, from that day and forward. Verse 23, and the heathen shall know, and the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies, so fell they all by the sword. So it had nothing to do with you being smarter than us, because you niggas, you Edomites, is not smarter than us. No way, no how. What Dej Loaf say, no way, no how. Ain't no way you smarter than us, man. You niggas ain't more strategic than Hebrew Israelites, man. You niggas ain't tactical, man. You the basis of men. But because you control the media, you can say, oh yeah, we smart and we done found out, man, Jake's Israelites IQ is phenomenal, man. You Edomites had to see the world with your wacky uh uh control of the media, man. But it's okay. It's okay. Our time is coming and it's approaching quickly. Uh we have found out that you niggas lied, man. And we didn't go into captivity because you were stronger than us. It was because we sinned against the Lord. This is Isaiah 42. These he's about to, hey, it's gonna be a rude awakening, man. When the Lord crack the clouds and come down, it's gonna be a rude awakening. This is Isaiah 42 and 13. Yahweh shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. And that's happening now, man. The Lord is stirring up jealousy all over the earth. The scripture tell you in Luke 12, it shall be five in one house, two against three, and three against two, man. Right? The children against the parents. Tell you in Matthew how the children should deliver up the parents, brother against brother. These things the Lord, and he tell you now again, Luke 12, the Lord said he come to bring the vision. He come to bring the vision, man. He said he came not to bring peace but a sword. He didn't come to bring peace but the vision, man. So now we see these nations, the Brexit was about BRICS exiting out. We see these nations joining the BRICS. The number one ally of America, Saudi Arabia, which is how the petrodollar was formed through this oil, they joined the BRICS, man. They joined BRICS. The only nations that's down with Babylon the Great is South Korea and Japan, man. And Japan, when they get back too, man, they ready too. They still celebrating the destruction of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, man. They want they get back too. And it tell you in Obadiah 1 and 7. All the men of the Confederacy have brought even to the border. Oh, it tell you in Job, his own counsel shall cast him down, man. His own counsel is going to cast him down. So Isaiah 42 and 13, Yahweh shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yell, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. And 2/3 of slow-bellied niggas is the enemies of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Look what the Lord say. Remember when I read in Psalms 50, he said, that thought is that I was altogether such as one as thyself. Why? Because the Lord kept quiet and let Esau for his affliction. Isaiah 42 and 14, I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. I will make waste mountains and hills, which is these different governments, rulerships, different nations, all the nations, and dry up all their herbs. I will make rivers, islands, and I will dry up the pools. Oh, let me get this. Amos chapter 5. Hey, you finna really find out who the God of the Bible really is, man. And you either on the right side of mercy or you on the right side of judgment. Because ain't no wrong side where you have about Shema Shai. Either you on the right side or you of mercy or you on the right side of judgment. Now this is Amos 5:16. It reads, therefore the Lord, the God of hosts, the Lord saith, thus saith the Lord, wailing shall be in all streets. What Esau did, he said, we shall return and build cities. Right? Okay. Well, what's in your cities? Streets. Wailing, Amos 5:16. Therefore, the Lord, the God of hosts, the Lord saith thus, wailing shall be in all streets, and they shall say in all the highways, alas, alas. And they shall call the husbandmen to mourning, and such as are skillful of lamentation to wailing. And in all vineyards shall be wailing, for I will pass through thee, saith Yahweh. What happened in Egypt? The Lord passed through. Again, Amos 5:17, and in all vineyards, that's all the workplaces, everywhere. Everywhere is workplaces, right? Everywhere. Everywhere, brother, everywhere. In all vineyards shall be wailing, for I will pass through thee, saith Yahweh. What say ye? So, let me get this. In Revelation, this is Revelation 19:11, and it reads, see, they got the sixth branch of the military. What's this for? What's this for? They watching. They watching when Yahweh get ready to pull up. They finna run to them bunkers, man. See, the elites, these are some crafty, sneaky bastards. They gotta run to them elite. They gotta run to them bunkers with all the power. They control every resource on planet Earth. With all that power, them slow belly Edomites gotta run and hide in them bunkers, man. So they got the sixth branch of the military. Who they finna fight? They so-called aliens. It's the angels in Yahweh Shai, man. They know. So they gonna have to run and hide, man. They gonna send their armies out to fight the Lord while they get to sit back in their bunkers and watch it from their big screen TVs, man. This is Revelation 19:11. And I saw heaven open to the sky, that water's up there in the air. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, which is a chariot, a so-called spaceship. And he that sat upon him was called faithful and true, and in righteousness he doeth judge and make war. Why is the Messiah coming back to make war? Because Exodus 15:3 said, what? The Lord, Yahweh, is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. Let me see what it said in the LMT. These crowns, again, going back to a movie, they showed you in the movie. They showed you in the movie 300 when a guy came to Leonidas and he had all the crowns of the nations that Xerxes had conquered. Okay, I just want to see what it said about the crowns. It's on his head are many diadems. Okay. What NLT say? On his head were many crowns. Okay. I just want to see how they was gonna word it. Okay, so it say his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself, which this is talk about his rank. The rank Yahweh Shai has. Authority, Yahweh gave all authority to Yahweh Shai. Scripture tell you that. You know, we always say Yahweh gave Yahweh Shai the blueprint, and he created the earth. To tell you that without him was not anything made. And there's plenty of scriptures on that. You go to Colossians 1, you go to Hebrews 1. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of God. That's in John 1, right? It tell you in John 1 and 1, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word became power. And verse 14 said the Word became flesh. That's the Messiah, who you even call Jesus Christ, which his Hebrew name is Yahweh Shai. Even when you read in Acts, was that Acts 26 and 14, Paul said when he had fallen off the horse and fallen to the ground, he heard a voice speaking to him in the Hebrew tongue. Yahweh Shai, the Messiah, spoke to Paul in the Hebrew tongue. He said, Who art thou? He said, I am Yahweh Shai, whom thou persecutest. And the armies, what? And the armies which were in heaven followed him. Hold on. The armies followed the Lord? Why is he bringing armies? Why he's bringing armies, brother? And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, chariots, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. And he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness of the wrath of the Almighty power. And he had on his vesture and on his thigh name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, Look, I just read this in Ezekiel 39, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of the heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great God. I just read this to you in Ezekiel 39, 17 through 20. The Lord calling all the buzzards and vultures and every other bird that eat human flesh, man. He say that ye may eat the flesh of kings and the flesh of captains and the flesh of mighty men and the flesh of horses and them that sat on them and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, both small and great. See, that's why I read it Ezekiel 39, 17 through 20, man. Yep. And it's also in Isaiah 13 and Isaiah 34. The Lord calling these birds, man. It say, and I saw the beast, Revelation 19 and 19, and I saw the beast. Who is the beast? North America, Babylon the Great, EU and NATO. It's a system, the Edomite system, which is Revelation 13. He said, I saw a beast come out of the sea with 7 heads and 10 horns. It's an Edomite system. And I saw the beast, and who? And the kings of the earth. And who? And their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. What are we talking about? I thought the Lord was coming back to save everybody. But most importantly, more further than that, who is this beast and these kings of the earth that's gathering their armies to fight the Messiah? Huh? Don't worry, I'll wait. Why would anybody in their right mind preparing to fight against the Messiah when he come to save the world? Let me get this. This is Psalms. It just don't make sense. Psalm 68, what is that? 17. Let's read this. Somebody please tell me why is this beast, which the lady can't account to my, yeah, it's a dragon in heaven, red dragon. And I said the dragon blowing out fire, walking around in heaven. Yup. Why is this beast and the kings of the earth? Why is these kings not trying to destroy this beast? If it's a beast walking around on the earth, why these kings ain't trying to kill this beast? Hey, these people is crazy, man. Roman Catholic dogma. This is Psalm 68 17. Why is somebody trying to fight the Lord when he returned, man? When he's coming back to save everybody? Why would they try to fight him? Psalm 68 17 reads, The chariots of God are 20,000 even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them as in Sinai in the holy place. Oh, let me get this one. Just thought about this one too. Second Thessalonians. That's Second Thessalonians. Is that one in let's see, 1 and 8. Here's another one about these angels, right? Let's read it up to get this point. This is Second Thessalonians 1 and 6. It reads, "Seeing it is a righteous thing of God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you." Who troubled you all your life? The oppressors. Who's the oppressed? So-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians. We have been oppressed since 586 BC, man, from the Babylonians all the way to now. And you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord Yahweh shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels. It say with, here's the point I want to make, with his mighty angels. What are they going to do? In flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not God and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh Mashiach, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power. Hold on, I got one more. In Jude. These angels, man, going back to the armies that's finna follow the Lord, man. This is Jude 1. Let me see where it said here. Oh yeah. Uh, right here. So it say, this is Jude 1 and 14. It reads, "And Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, Behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000s, 10,000s of his saints." To do what? To execute judgment upon all and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. Going back to Revelation 19 now. See, they coming. Yahweh and the angels, the Messiah and the angels, for you to understand, is coming with the whole host. Revelation 19 and 19 again, it reads, "And I saw the beasts and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his armies. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet, which is the Roman Catholic Church. Oh, and every religion on the planet Earth branched out of Roman Catholic dogma. The Roman Catholic Church. I don't care if it's Pentecostal, Protestant, Catholic, Seventh Day Adventist, Jehovah Witness, Baptist, Methodist, Mormons. They all came out of Roman Catholic Church, man. This is why it's known as the false prophet, man. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worship his image. Who is the false prophet? Who controls religion? The so-called white man. He said in Isaiah 14, he will control, he will sit upon the congregation in the sides of the north. And with him, and so it say, and with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worship his image. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning, burning with brimstone. See? And the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword proceeded out of his mouth, and all the fowls were filled with their flesh. See? And the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse. These remnant, there's the elites, man. This is Daniel. And the only one that's gonna be destroyed is the so-called white man. This is Daniel 7 and 11. It reads, and I beheld then because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake. I beheld even till the beast was slain. See, I just read it to you in Revelation 19. I beheld even till the beast was slain and his body destroyed. What beast is this? And given to the burning flame. Before I read the next verse, let me show you. Revelation 13 and 1. And it reads, and I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. This beast, this 7-head, 10-horn beast, is the Edomites. It's the system of the Roman Empire, the revival Roman Empire. And to show you, let's get Revelation 17 real quick. And I'm going to go back to Daniel and close. Revelation 17, and to show you these Edomites know about this 7-head and 10-horn beast. Let me show you what David Guzik say. Let's go to commentaries for Revelation 17 and 10. And I do this a lot. So when you go to commentary for David Guzik, right here, a study guide for Revelation 17. Let me show it to you. When you go here, you scroll down to the 10th chapter. Oh yeah, 7. Right here, 10, right? So this Revelation 17 and 10. This is what he say. 7 kings and kingdoms. There are also 7 kings, 5 have fallen, 1 is, and the other has not yet come. And when he comes, he must continue a short space, right? He say 5 have fallen, 1 is. Now the 5 have fallen, Germana Major, Germana Minor, French, Spanish, and what was it? French, Spanish, and the Greeks, right? Those are the 5. Germana Major, Germana Minor, French, Spanish, and the Greeks, right? It is a 1 is. The 1 is was the Roman Empire at the time of John, right? And the other has not yet come, which would be the British. He said, this is one of the more difficult passages in the book of Revelation. Some explain these 7 kings, 5 past, 1 present, and the other to come in a succession of the Roman emperors in John's era. But there are many historical difficulties with this approach because they ain't gonna tell you. The bastards know. More likely it is a reference to, listen, 5 have fallen refers to 5 world empires before John's day. Egypt, Assyria, Babylon, Medo and Persian, and Greece, which is off. Egypt and Assyria is not in here with the 5 have fallen. See, you don't understand. He said the 5 fallen is Egypt, Assyria, Babylon, Medo, Persia, and Greece. He said the 1 is referred to the world empire of John's day, which is Rome. He's correct on that. Now the five have fallen is Germana Major, Germana Minor, the French, the Spanish, and the Greeks. And the one that was the Rome, right? What he said right here, one is referring to the one world empire of John's day, Rome. Listen to this. The other has not yet come, which was Great Britain, the British. He said the other has not yet come, referred to one world empire to come, a revival of the Roman Empire. You see it? A revival of the Roman Empire. Show you that they know that when they tell you the seventh and it's of the eighth, the seventh was Great Britain, the British, and the eighth, which is of the seventh, was America. America came out of Great Britain. So right here, you say there's the other has not yet come, referred to one world empire to come, a revival of the Roman Empire. And what the apostles have been telling us for years, America is known as the revival Roman Empire, man. It's right here in the scriptures. Kala Yahabashim Abashai for putting the spirit on Apostle Ha to come across the blue letter, man. Can't make this up. Now let's go back to Daniel. So this beast, again, Revelation 13, the seven-headed 10-horned beast, is the Edomites. When you go to Daniel's, as a matter of fact, let me go to Daniel's 2 real quick. This is Daniel 2 and 36. Let's read this. It reads, "This is the dream, and I will tell thee the interpretation thereof before the king. Thou, O king, art the king of kings, the God of heaven, hath given thee a kingdom, power and strength and glory. And whethersoever the children of men dwell, the beasts of the field and the fowls of heaven have he given into thine hand, and have made thee ruler over them all. Thou art this head of gold," which is Babylon, right? Nebuchadnezzar. "After thee shall arise another kingdom, inferior to thee," which was who right here? Medo-Persia, right? And I mention this all the time because to tell you that same Revelation 13, verse 2 said, and the beast, the head was like a leopard, and the feet was the feet of a bear. Who took down Babylon Empire? The ancient Babylonians? It was the Medes and the Persians, man. Who's taking down Babylon the Great? The Medes and the Persians. The same two nations, Iran and Russia. Yup. "After thee shall arise another kingdom inferior to thee," right? Which was Medes, which the Persians, "and another third kingdom of brass, which was the Greeks, which shall bear rule over all the earth." Look right here. See it say Rome? "And the fourth kingdom," call out Yabashim shot for this blue letter, man. You Edomites did a perfect job. Hey, call out Yabashim shot. The Lord had these Edomites to put together a blue letter for the hopeful elect, man. How about that, man? How about the internet was the worldwide, the unicorn is known as in Job 39, was created for the remnant to wake up, man. Oh, and tell you in Job 39, shall a unicorn bring home? Matter of fact, I gotta read that. Let me finish this. Lord, matter of fact, let me put it up here so I can read it. This is beautiful, man. This is beautiful, Job 39. Let's hold it up there so I won't forget it. It's a, in the fourth kingdom, it's a Rome. You see it? Rome. Rome. "And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things. And as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise." Yep, the Lord gonna destroy them too. The same way how they've been destroying the earth. Yeah, it's your turn to get destroyed. So the fourth kingdom, this is where we at now. Now let me read this real quick. I just want to make this point. I'm close with the Daniel 7. So it say right here, Job 39:9. "Will the unicorn be willing to serve thee?" Yep, I'm on it right now, doing my lesson. "Or abide by thy crib?" Yep, it's abiding by me. I'm doing my lesson on it right now. "Canst thou bind the unicorn with his bands in the furrow," which mean to be breaking up ground? "Or will he harrow the valleys after thee?" Yeah, this is breaking up the ground, sowing seed for the elect, man. "Will thou trust him?" Yep. because his strength is great, right? We see you say, will his band, it say, canst thou bind the unicorn with his band in the Pharaoh, right? That's that broadband, right? Will thou trust him because his strength is great? You got that. You got them fiber optic cables. You got good connection. You want 5, 6G. Or will thou leave thy labor to him? Yeah, we do the lessons. Put it up. They out there in cyberspace. Will thou believe him that he will bring home thy seed and do what? And gather it into thy barn. Huh? Let me get one more to link with this. Matthew 13. That's what's happening. The Lord is gathering his flock into the barn. Let's read this precept. Where is it? Verse is it 33? Let's find this real quick. Remember what he said? Let me see. It's up some. He said right here. See it? Luke 13 and 30, Matthew 13 and 30. He said, the Lord said, let both grow together until the harvest, which is the end of the world. And in the time of harvest, I will say to the reapers, gather ye together first the tares and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat, well, Lord, into my barn. See? So right here in Job 39 and 12, would I believe him that he will bring home thy seed and gather it into thy barn? See, the barn is the tabernacle of David, man. Yep. So closing with Daniel, had to make that point. Closing with Daniel 7 and 11. It reads this, dealing with this beast. Because we saw in Revelation 19 that Yahweh shot the Messiah destroyed the beast, right? So it reads, I beheld then because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake. I beheld even till the beast was slain, and his body destroyed and given to the burning flame. And we know of this beast, the only one that's going to be destroyed is the Edomites, man. As concerning the rest of the beasts, they had their dominion taken away, yet their lives were prolonged for a season and a time. See? So in the kingdom, after the 1,000 years, it'll tell you in Revelations 20, the Edomites is going to be destroyed, but the rest of the 16 heathen nations will get to go back into their lands. And they're going to be tributaries forever. And to prove that, real quick, just to prove that point, Isaiah 61, because it's talking about the rest of the nations. But it's after Esau destroyed. So it's Isaiah 61 and 4. And they shall build the old waste, they shall raise up the former desolation, they shall repair the waste cities, the desolation of many generations, and strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of aliens shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers. See? So the other nations is going to be workers, man. Oh, and I tell you in Ezekiel 39, let me get this in Isaiah 60, since I'm here. Because you are heathen nations in for a rude awakening when the Lord come, man. It's a Isaiah 60 and verse, oh yeah. In verse 10 it reads, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath have I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings might be brought. You gonna bring kings to us? Yup. You just servants, boy. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yet those nations shall be utterly wasted. Wasted, man. Yeah. Oh, what was that? Ezekiel 39. Let me get this. I gotta get it. The Lord told me to get it. Thus saith the Lord. Ezekiel 39. Beautiful times coming, man. We gotta go through hell to get through heaven. We gotta go through hell to get to heaven, as the elder Yawanathan, I bought out of one saying Valdosta camp, man. We gotta go through hell to get to heaven, man. Lord willing. Lord willing, man. We was doing worse of dumb shit in the world, man. Lord willing, man. So in Ezekiel 39, I just want to read this and I'm gone. It's Ezekiel 39 and 12. It reads, in 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying of them, that they may cleanse the land. Yeah, all the people of the land shall bury them, and it shall be to them a renown the day that I shall be glorified, saith Yahweh power. And they shall sever out men of what, Lord? Continual employment. Passing through the land and buried with the passengers, those that remain upon the face of the earth. Because it tell you in Jeremiah 25 and 33, there's going to be dead bodies from one end of the earth even to the other. And guess what? You bitches got to get to work. Because we ain't touching that shit. And they shall serve our men of continual employment, passing through the land and buried with the passengers, those that remain upon the face of the earth, to cleanse it after the end of 7 months shall they search. Yes, sir. Hey, I hope you got the boots laced up, because it's time. It's time to return. Let me close with this. Me with my love. Let me tone down, because I'll be here another hour or two playing. Amos 7 and 17. I mean Amos 9 and 13. I'm tripping. Amos 9 and 13, Salakia. A little excited. I needed to tone down. I hate to go, but I gotta go. Amos 9 and 13, it reads, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes, him that soweth seed, and the mountains shall drop sweet wine. Why? Because the righteous shall be in authority under Yahweh Shai and King David, and all hills shall melt. Yep. Let me get this and let me see what this say in translation. NIV say, the days are coming, declared the Lord, when the reaper will be overtaken by the plowman, and the planter by the one treading the grapes. Okay, let me see what just want to see what NIV say. NLT. The time will come, saith the Lord, when the grain and grapes will grow faster than they can be harvested. What? Man, get out of here with that garbage. Anyway, the wife tuning in. May you have about Shema shall continue to bless you in your houses. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. Till next time I say Shalom. Wow, I got to give all praise and glory to you. How about Shema Shai, about Hashem, Rekah, Kodash. The bonus to the apostles and the bishop, and the great millstone, who well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, ready accepted or not. In the sincere salutation to all the occupant pushing this truth and believing this truth with the full winds of the earth, the entire world, shed light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the world who are listening, learning. You, your sisters who are listening, while tuning in. Again, hey, stay prayed up. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. May Yahweh Shema shall continue to bless you in your house. So, Shalom, Wa Baba.